So here today we're going to repair a Tacoma bedside where the customer stated that he had threw a 4x4 off his porch and it happened to go the direction he didn't expect and left him with this. And then whenever he went to the body shop, they recommend he come to us. So here we are, we're buffing this a little bit and we're going to clean it up to where it'll get a good shine so I can see where we're pulling, and also going to be able to push. And it's a lot better when you've got a good gloss that you can see. So anyway, here you can see it has gotten pretty tight when it pulled up because it left a pretty deep gouge in it when that board hit this. So now we are going to have to tap down around a little bit and make it softer. That way we can get it to come up properly. And here we're getting ready to take the tail light and the bed cap off. That way we can gain access to it and be able to push on the dent instead of just pull. Where we can get right in the center of the dent and push it out. And you can see here we're tapping it down a little bit to release some pressure. So you can see right here we're blending this a little bit, and then we're going to push right in the center of this dent and try to get it to come up good and flat. And it's coming up pretty good here. The top half has come up pretty nice. And you can see this hole right here is where we're going through on the lower section. And also right up here on the top side, we're pushing through this hole right here too. Well, we're gaining ground on this one. You can see here the highs. Check out what happens when you hit on this single stage paint. See all them little marks from the stainless? They will buff right off, but that tells exactly where I was hitting on these panels. So yeah, we're going to go attempt to shrink this up here a little bit more. Now I'm about to the point that I'm going to get the hot box out for this area right here. It's stretched and you can see all the hammer marks from the stainless. We will buff this off, but we got to get this shrunk down. This area here is coming out good. Well, the hot box will help us shrink this metal up, tighten it up, and get rid of some minor imperfections. Then we're going to tap on it after it starts making it tighter, and you can see it fall in a place or two there. So anyway, we go over it and buff it a little bit and go back to pushing some more. You can see the little fine pushes we're having to make here, and it's coming out good. Well, the process is working, but it is being very time consuming. I was hoping to be done with this about now. Looks like I got another 45 minutes or so left, but we will get this thing looking good soon. All right, here we are back to using the hot box, shrinking it up some. And this is where I've got to say, it does not just pop out. As everybody says, I've got a little dent. Well, how big is your dent? Oh, it just looks like, I don't know, maybe about the size of a football. This guy didn't say that, but that's what a lot of people say. And it doesn't just pop out. So I just want to say it takes a lot of learning the process and a lot of work to get these to come out looking good for the customers. The last little bit can be the most tedious and the most important part for finishing out to make the dent look good. So you got to make sure to go in between all the little bitty spots you had to pick up the lows, knock down the highs. Alright, here's where I'm at. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding and buffing. And I believe after that, just a little bit more pushing, and I think it'll be good. Alright, so when I'm sanding, I just barely take any material off. Right now I'm using just a little bit of 2000. We're just sanding just a little bit more imperfections out here and making sure there's no marks or anything in the paint. That way when we do some buffing here, then we'll be able to see if there's any little lows or anything that we need to push out. And we're going to tap down a few more highs here, and then we'll push them back up just a little bit after we do this blending. Here we go. Got it done. And getting ready to put the tail light back in it. And then we'll give the customer a call. Do a little bit of cleanup on this thing. It's got some dirt and stuff. May buff the whole bedside for them. But either way, come out looking pretty good for a pretty nasty dent. So all in all, happy with it. So as we stick the tail light in here, then snap the bed cap on, and then we're going to do a little bit of buffing here, get it all nice and shiny and uniform, and detail spray, and it all looks very good now. And the customer came to pick it up, was very happy, and I was happy with the repair. So in the end of the day, it was very nice. Glad to get to do the repairs on this truck over here in Harriman. So came out looking good. Happy with this job. Call Dent Tamers for all your door dings, large dents, hail damage in the East Tennessee area.